So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rattling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the Good afternoon, Roosevelt's parents, students, and guests. My name is Azriel Imani Thomas, and I am the SGA co-president. On behalf of Roosevelt's administration, faculty, and staff, I want to welcome and thank you all for being here with us to celebrate the class of 2022. It is truly an honor to be surrounded by so many significant people who have impacted the lives of class in 2022 immensely throughout their high school years. At this time, I would like to take a moment to introduce our platform guests. When I call your name, please stand. Dr. Louis Farabee, Chancellor. Kimberly Martin, Instructional Superintendent. Justin Ralston, Principal. Dr. Donnell Cox, Residential Principal. Janice Lewis George, Council Member. Tawana Austin, 12th grade Assistant Principal. Mr. Lee Greg Harrison, 2022 Commencement Speaker. Catherine Braxton, Valedictorian. Winston Page, Salutatorian. Titi Lope Amole, SGA President. Now we will have salutatorian address by Winston Page.
Good afternoon, fellow classmates, friends, family, faculty, and staff. It is both an honor and a privilege to welcome you to the commencement ceremony of the Theodore Roosevelt class of 2022. For those who may, go ahead, Glenn. For those who may not know me, my name is Winston Page. I am a black man, a native Washingtonian, a football player, son of Danielle Boxley, and a future Fairmont State Falcon and your class of 2022 Salutatorian. As I reflect on my time at Roosevelt, there are so many who have been a helping hand in getting my classmates and I to where we are today. I would like to personally thank my mom, Danielle Boxley, for everything she has done, given, and sacrificed to get me to this point. I can go on, but that would be another speech within itself. Mom, just know that I love you, and I appreciate everything you have done and continue to do for me. I would also like to thank the Roosevelt staff for your continued support during our tenure at Roosevelt. Your unwavering dedication is unmatched and does not go unnoticed. Lastly, thank you to my classmates, the graduating class of 2022, for making my time at Roosevelt both memorable and exciting, despite half of our high school careers being online. It's a daunting task to summarize 4 years of our lives, but upon reflection, the word that kept coming to mind was hard work. While every graduating class has their own struggles, I doubt any are quite as unique as ours. Our perseverance brings to mind a quote I often use on the football field: hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. The class of 2022 entered Roosevelt ready to display our talents, whether those talents be academic, artistic, musical, or social. Our class embodied hard work and talent in our freshman year. In 2019, the talented class of 2022 returned to the building as sophomores, a year under our belt and ready to show what we had to offer. But unfortunately, 2020 had other plans. We ended our sophomore year learning new platforms and attempting to navigate virtual learning. No time was hard work more evident than during COVID and virtual learning. What came naturally for so many required more work than ever, but we stepped up to the challenge and rose to the occasion. When we finally returned to the building in 2021, once again, we were faced with new challenges. When we last left the building, we were sophomores still trying to find our way, but when we returned, we were young men and women ready and willing to take on the next phase. I am a testament to, that's the thing about hard work. It doesn't matter if the days are easy or difficult. It doesn't matter if your voice cracks during your solo or your legs feel weak during the most difficult game of the season. When you decide to give it all you got, the grind, the hard work will make up for when the talent falls short. I am a testament to where hard work can lead. I'm a black young man growing up in an urban area. Many young people who look just like me, circumstances like mine, from neighborhoods not too far from me, did not make it this far. Many would say the odds are stacked against me, but I don't listen to what the many have to say. I chose to commit to excellence both in the classroom and on the football field, which has afforded me a full scholarship to Fairmont State University to major in civil engineering. The Roosevelt class of 2022 is a class with many talents. Those talents may take us down very different paths: college campuses or the military, the arts or the athletics, entrepreneurships or internships. Along the way, we may find that others are bigger, stronger, faster, or maybe even a little smarter. But class of 2022, I want us all to remember what the Bible says. The race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, neither the wealth to the intelligent, neither the bread to the wise, nor the wealth to the intelligent, nor the favor to the skillful. But it is those who work hard and persevere to the end who will succeed. Here we are at the finish line, only moments away from becoming Roosevelt alumni. I call upon you to remember that our hard work is what has gotten us this far, even when our talents may have fallen short. The same hard work that got us through COVID will get us through life. Thank you.
Now we will have valedictorian address by Catherine Braxton.
Thank you, class of 2022, teachers, staff, faculty, and loved ones. I'm happy to see you all here and seemingly well, and I'm honored to be here to speak to you today. You see, it's hard to come to terms with the unknown. Try as we may, but all in vain. We can do very little to sway the motions of time. This is such a monumental transition in my life, and I assume all of yours, just because of how new it is. This act of graduating, of gradually moving on to the next stage with 12 years under our belts. But despite that, there's only so much that we can do to sway what happens next. How does the class prepare for a future when there's so many paths to take? And when your path strays so far away from mine? When one feels pressure to move at the cadence of society's voice, how does one perfectly prepare for the future? In short, you don't. There's no such thing as an objective perfect, but when one is attempting to carve out their way in the world, it is easy for them to get caught up, trudging down someone else's. School is one of the most perfect breeding grounds for such an occurrence. When we develop and grow amidst other people's definition of success, we often mold our lives around it and neglect what we truly yearn for. Our personal desires, wants, hopes, and dreams, they all soon dissipate and blur into goals no longer our own. One may seem to be prepared for the unknown, but only based off of others' designs. Being a student is hard. If it's not the workload, the grades, the ranks, and the parents' expectations, it's anticipatory fear and social anxiety. Being in high school is hard, and the future may seem so unclear, so falling back to society's net is a comfortable option. There's nothing wrong with wanting to figure things all out now. Nothing wrong with creating that vision board or wanting a life you've always envisioned. It can ease the mind and claim your heart, but despite that, not knowing how long we have, not many want to jeopardize your potential future. But it's okay not to know. It's okay to breathe in all that space and converse with the universe, because there's enough room for your uncertainties and curiosity. Question yourself and your very soul if all things are known, because we are all a part of it. You can forget about ranks and forget about positions, because life is no race. It's your own soaring comet, a miraculous event in itself, moving at its own pace and in its own time, with no known stop in sight. This is all new for us, this transition after high school. It looked different for everyone, but there will only be one name on your diploma, and we aren't really alone in this. Regardless of how you choose to move forward, I wish you all well. And our shared experiences, that those comments go by on their own, can never be removed, and will always shine bright in the depths of my mind. Thank you.
Now we will have introduction of commencement speaker, Titi Amole.
Good morning. LaGrego Harrison, also known as G Mogul, is an American marketing executive known for his professional contributions during his tenure at Apple Bottoms, Live Mechanics, and Novio. He is the co-founder and chief executive officer of Board Administration alongside Rock Nation, Maybach Music Group, and Atlantic recording artist Wale Florin. His latest business venture includes the museum, fashion, art gallery, and recording label, Under Armour, brand consultant, and the Legacy Established. Recently, LaGreg was honored as one of 100 Black Enterprise Be Modern Men. He also was featured as one of the top industry lifestylists in Complex magazine documentary called Run Underground. Greg was born and raised in Southeast DC. He developed an early interest in basketball, landing him scholarships to play competitively at Coastal Christian College and Virginia State University. He ranked amongst the top 100 point guards in the country and graduated summa cum laude with a Bachelor's of Science degree in sports management and marketing. Greg is fully invested in the notion of giving back to the community in service of inner city DC. After founding Board Administration, Greg established a philanthropic division, Junior Board Incorporated, nonprofit entity with a mission to provide at-risk youth resources unavailable in their communities so they can rise above the factors of poverty, recognize their ability, and emerge as leaders. Since its establishment, the Junior Board Incorporated has provided after-school services, resources, and programs to these communities during the times they were most at risk. Each year, the organization serves over 250 highly deserving families. Now we will have a musical tribute by Dee to Nia from class of 2023, followed by our commencement speaker, Mr. LaGreg Harrison. excuse me, my apologies. Now we will have a musical tribute by Jacqueline Braxton from class of 2023.
Now we will have 2022 commence address by Mr. Lee Greg Harrison, CEO, the Board Administration.
Man, that was beautiful. Wasn't it? That was amazing. I got emotional a little bit. Wow. It seems like everybody with that last name know how to sing. Man. But thank you for that introduction. Greatly appreciate it. It's truly an honor for me to speak to you today. I want to start by saying thank you to Principal Ralston, AP Austin, Dr. Cox, Senior Institute, all distinguished guests and faculty for their contributions made to this graduating class, the previous graduates, and thank you in advance for the ones to follow. Students, well, let me backtrack a little bit. Graduates, could y'all stand for me real quick, please? I want to give y'all self a round of applause right now because y'all are truly amazing. This is not a small feat. They try to minimize your success, but we're going to celebrate the small wins and the big wins right now. Remain standing, and I want y'all to look to your parents and to your family, to your guardians, and give them a round of applause right now, please. You can sit down. It takes a village to raise a child. It truly takes a village to raise a child. It took a lot of sacrifice to get you to this point. So I want to make sure that we acknowledge your parents and your guardians for the roles that they played to get you here. It's not easy at all. I know this all too well because I'm actually a father of two. In fact, my oldest daughter was sitting in the same seats that you guys are sitting currently in 2 weeks ago. At this point, you're no longer a child. You're a young adult. This parent-pupil relationship is a little different now. It's no longer one-sided. It's actually a partnership. It's a marriage between you and your parents. You know, sometimes our sacrifice as parents goes unnoticed. And we may feel underappreciated because being a parent is oftentimes is a thankless business. So thank you again to all the parents and guardians. You guys are the real heroes. So listen, I'll be generous with your time, so I'll make sure I'm brief and straight to the point. I want to speak to you and give you the real about what's going to take place at the next level. But I also want to leave you with words of encouragement. As anxious as you guys are to get to the end of this commencement, I ask that you pay attention for a couple of moments because this is a much needed conversation that we have to have. I noticed that most of you have nothing in your hands to write anything down with. New era, we got phones. So I want you to make sure that if you have a phone, you can take it out and write down on your notes whatever this information that I'm giving to you. Let's leave nothing left up to memory. I'm going to give you a couple jewels that's going to help you through life. This is the first one that you'll learn because I could be giving you $1 million worth of game right now, and you might not remember it. Take notes on your phone if you like. It's basic information, but I'm a firm believer that you guys are the generation who have grown through this age of crisis, who will make everybody rethink and reshape the way we look at Black America in the world today. My name is LeGreg Harrison. I'm a graduate of Virginia State University. I'm a fifth-generation Washingtonian. I'm a father, a son, a creative, owner of the Museum DC clothing line, a motivator, a designer, a philanthropist, top 40 under 40 business owners of 2022. I'm successful and maybe even an inspiration to some, but that's not all that's a part of me. I'm not just those great things that you heard in my bio. There are things about me that aren't so great that I must work at every day to maintain this level of success. I procrastinate a lot. I'm lazy sometimes. I could be a know-it-all. I get distracted very easily. And sometimes I'm not always as confident in my abilities as I should be. Yes, I doubt myself sometimes. I'm not perfect. I'm human. In fact, no one is. But what you can be is the best version of yourselves. Look around. Look around right now. Understand where you come from. Try to figure out where you're going to get and start figuring out who exactly you are. When I look into this audience, I see a ton of beautiful Black and brown people, and I'm in awe. When I look into this audience, I see radiance, I see excitement, I see resilience, I see brilliance, but I also see the same fear that I saw when I was graduating on to the next phase of my life. I see confusion, I see worry, but I'm here to tell you that you'll never be perfect. You are beautifully and wonderfully made, but you're not perfect. You're gonna have some, we don't like to call them mistakes. We call them favorable or unfavorable experiences, because you're gonna go through some things in life, but you need to use these tools that your administrators have taught you. Use the tools that your parents have taught you to get you by. A famous football coach named Vince Lombardi once said, "Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence." How do we catch excellence? Well, how do we obtain anything in life for that matter? My partner, William Carter, reminded me that the hardest step in the million-mile journey is taking the first one. So in order to become the best version of you, you must prepare yourself for that journey every day. Listen, the reality is that when you leave school, there are barriers outside of those walls that might stagnate your growth, might impede your progress in becoming the best version of you. And there are even some barriers that could ultimately destroy you. We witness it every day. We're losing family and friends at a rapid pace, young people. I encourage you to stay focused. I encourage you to get serious, because at the next level, you don't have an administrator or a parent holding you by your hand. You will be responsible for yourselves, and practicing bad habits may cause you to have some unfavorable experiences that you can't come back from. There will be a lot of peer pressure, as you've already had, that you'll have to actually navigate, but you must make the decision to be great. Make the decision to be the rule and not the option. Success is a habitual practice. You got to work at it every day. This summer, I'm going to challenge you to practice better everyday habits. Spending more time reading books to expand your vocabulary, cutting back some of those hours on Instagram and TikTok. It's fun, right? But you got to do things in moderation. Start your day earlier so that you're getting a head start on the competition. It's a big world out here outside of Washington, D.C. You guys are going to go to universities, you're going to become entrepreneurs and things of that nature. It's a big world out here. If you get up at 5 a.m., this is what studies have shown. If you wake up at 5 a.m., that will give you an extra 2 to 3 hours per day. That means you'll essentially give yourself hundreds of additional hours to be productive and reach your goals by simply waking up earlier. I do it now. It's been very effective for me. Take initiative and don't wait until someone asks you to do something. Don't wait for August to get here before you dig into your curriculum at your respective universities. Get a head start in becoming familiar with the subject matter before you arrive. One other thing I want you to do is to look in the mirror every day and repeat positive words of affirmation. So when self-doubt or fear comes, you'll be able to conquer those feelings. Councilmember Trayon White told me something so powerful a couple days ago. I just closed the deal with Foot Locker, so I'm in there doing a partnership. And when we're in negotiations to be the merch collaborative partner for the Washington Commanders. And I'll be honest with you, some of that fear set in, because as God elevates you, sometimes the devil starts working, right? And so what Councilmember White told me was, fear and God can't live in the same place. And so I took that and I armed myself. I armed myself with the love of God, with the love of my family, and I hustle every day for my last name, right? Secondly, I hustle every day for this city, because I'm very grateful for what this town has made me. You guys are different. You're made special. Washington, D.C. is a very different place. It's like no other place, and you'll start to see that once you get on your way and travel. Do what the next person isn't willing to do. Get better every day. Not everybody is willing to do what it takes to become successful. Be the exception. Again, you are not an option. You are the rule. I know you'll do well. You guys are rough riders. As you go on in the next life, take the tools that you've acquired at this level, master them, and apply them. Stay courageous, confident, fearless, and don't worry, because this is an amazing end to a better beginning. Remember, the only impossible journey is the one you don't beget. I believe in you. I believe in me. I believe in us. I believe in we. I believe, I believe, I believe. Thank you.
Now we will have Excellence Award presentation by Tawana Austin, 12th grade assistant principal.
Class of 2022, you did it. Let me hear you. Now let me hear the village support the class of 2022. Through it all, since 2019, AP PAL decided to set your theme, which was extraordinary, extraordinary. Little did we know that this year would look like this. So this is unlike any other year, and it's fitting to your name, to your class of extraordinary 2022. Because through it all, we've done masks, social distancing, hand sanitizing, and finding a way to move through the school year and still have a little bit of fun along the way. It has truly been a pleasure for myself as well as the Senior Institute to just be by your side and support you. And even more a pleasure for your families, the village, to watch you grow. As you move on to the next chapter of your life, do not forget that village. Did you hear them the first time? Let me hear you again, village. As you enter the next chapter of your life, know that obstacles, challenges is gonna come, but you have a strong village behind you every step of the way, every step. So without further ado, because I can talk all day, I have been honored to present the Class of 2022 Excellent Awards. When I call your name, please come up. But before I do, I need my right hand to join me. Mrs. Oliver, she's a little shy, guys. Let's give her a round of applause. I am. When we call your name, please come up to accept your award. Valedictorian, Catherine Braxton. Salutatorian, Winston Page. You stand and face me. Go on that side, go on that side. Leadership Award, Zanaya Johnson. Citizenship Award, Emerson Romero Vascar. Here you go. Here you go. He's not here? Okay, that's cool. Most Improved Student, Ashley Brody. Oh, wait, Emerson. Oh. Hold on. Just right there. Come on. Come on, Miss Brody. Here we go. Here we go. Principal's Achievement Awards is going to Nebu Aeli and Andy Pina Brinto. Take the picture. Take the picture. There you go. Come on, Andy. Exceptional English Language Learner Award, Ornella Nagata. Student Athlete Award, Kosiwa Gakbar. The Rough Riders Award for Respect, Integrity, Determination, Empowerment, Responsibility, and Success goes to Philip Flagger, Jr. The next award is our Inspirational Educator Award. And each year, the students get to vote on the educator that they want to award. And this year, it goes to Cesar Juarez. Great job, Mr. Juarez. Okay, 2 more awards. This is the Seal of Biliteracy. This award is awarded for recognition of outstanding academic achievement in English and Spanish languages. It goes to Andy Alvarez Blanco. And our last Seal of Biliteracy award goes to Andy Pina Brito for recognition of outstanding academic achievement in English and Spanish languages. Congratulations.
Now we will have principal message by Justin Ralston, principal.
Theodore Roosevelt, class of 2022, congratulations. I am Justin Ralston, proud principal of Theodore Roosevelt High Schools. Rough Riders, families, staff, teachers, friends, all of you watching at home, Instructional Superintendent Dr. Martin, Chancellor Dr. Farabee, Ward 4 Board of Education Representative Dr. Fraser O'Leary, Councilmember Louis George, welcome to this afternoon's commencement ceremony. On the first day of this school year, as I have done since I have been principal, I flipped through the yearbooks of Roosevelt High School dating back to 1932. In our now 90-year history as Roosevelt High School, you have accomplished what no other class has accomplished. A sophomore year interrupted by COVID-19, a junior year entirely or mostly virtual. None of us knew what the last 3 years of your secondary experience was going to be during this global pandemic. And I certainly did not imagine what we are doing today would be what we were doing on March 2020 when I frantically went to your classrooms to discuss a 2-week virtual school option. Now, we are 27 months past that day, and guess what? You have made it. You have made this milestone of perseverance, determination, resilience, and brilliance. There are so many things bestowed within you that have prepared you for greatness. And if anyone is not yet convinced, let's start with your sophomore year when you continue to be able to push through. Additionally, our reflection on our parents, our family members, and all of those folks that we may have lost during the past 27 months. Again, aunts, uncles, and friends that we have lost during this time, I would like to take a moment of silence so that we could remember those who wish that they could have or wanted to be with us today. Thank you. And loved ones, your presence is felt by all of us, and we thank you for helping us to be able to reach this day. Class of 2022, you never lost sight of the bigger picture, and you never let obstacles stand in your way. And let's think of just a couple of the major highlights that we have had in your journey at Roosevelt High School. First, you have been part of one of the fastest growing comprehensive high schools in DC public schools, and we now serve more students at Roosevelt High School than we've served in the last 15 years. Our graduating class today, 147 of you, is the largest graduating class that we have had in recent history. Many of you are on your way to college on scholarships from DC TAG and DC CAP and monies from other colleges and universities totaling over $1.5 million. We also have Rough Riders attending universities and colleges such as Georgetown University, George Washington University, Bowie State University, American University, New York University, Delaware State University, North Carolina A&T, the University of the District in Columbia, Montgomery College, and many more. And of course, we cannot forget that historic game that took place on Thanksgiving Day last fall. For the first time in 42 years, Theodore Roosevelt High School's football team brought home the Turkey Bowl championship. Congratulations to the entire football team and to Coach Harden. And of course, we could not forget that on February 16th, 2020, just before the start of the pandemic, it was in this very location where our Roosevelt boys basketball team won the DCIAA boys basketball championship. Congratulations, Coach Rob, and the entire team and the graduates here today. In a few moments, we will be able to call you official alumni of Roosevelt High School as you join tens of thousands of alumni over the past 90-year history of Roosevelt. And speaking of alumni, I want to make sure that we shout out the Roosevelt High School Alumni Association for their ongoing support of our school community. We began a tradition of having the 50-year anniversary class to be part of our ceremonies, but due to the ongoing pandemic, we're unable to have them today. So I do want to acknowledge the Roosevelt High School class of 1972 and to all of the other alumni who are watching this event today. Thank you. And beginning today, as you exit this stadium, remember your community, your pride, your hard work, your commitment to greatness. From the entire Roosevelt High School community, we wish your families and you a lifetime of safety, good health, and we wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Roosevelt students, staff, teachers, families, friends, and alumni, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and then you can take care of each other. Thank you and congratulations.
Now we will have presentation of the class of 2022 by Dr. Baker Morales.
Catherine Simone Braxton. Winston Isaiah Page. Nebiu Ayele. Malik Berryman. Anaya Hedspeth. Jacqueline Braxton. Carla Fuentes. Angie Nyajak. Joshua Carroll. Andy Pena. Hanan Saeed. Kiera Williams. Philip Flegler. Carlise Agee. Elijah Abu Bakar. Jaron Alexander. Legacy Allen. Andy Alvarez.
Yeah, you saying it way too quick.
We gotta be out here in 10 minutes.
You gotta hold it or not. Hey, say mine slow, louder.
Yeah, you say my name, proud.
Okay, but throw this.
Mario Amaya. Marvin Mauricio Argueta. Alcia Bangura.
You gotta say mine loud, Morales.
Ruben Benjamin Barahona Hernandez. Jayla Black.
You gotta say mine low, loud.
Jeffrey Omar Bonilla. Nathan Bonilla Romero.
You gotta say it louder.
Isaac Boyd Jr.
Say it louder, say it louder.
Ernest Thomas Boykin IV. Jocani Brito.
Can you say the name louder?
Ashley Brody. Zaire Brown. Dante Bynum. Canales Marvin Joel Canales Lopez. Nancy Jamilet Canales Centeno. William Carter.
One second, baby. We're just waiting till last.
Tigenish Chala. Kanye Cheeks. Daniel Clark. Alex Collins. Tyreek Davis. Diosis Diaz. Jalen Dickerson. Brianna Dinkins. Tanisha Bridget Dozer. Josue Duron. Brittany Eba. Jamal Edwards. Michaela Flood. Natalia Flores Mendez. Judith Joanna Flores Marquina. Isabel Bonilla. Jordan Forrest. Kerry Fuertes Alberto. Edwin Fuentes. Pasca Gakpara. Merin Gávida Romero. Elioris Gomez. Victor Guerrero. Alexander Granados. Tatiana Lisette Mejia. Ingrid Vanessa Gutierrez. Sean Hailstorks. Tamia Harris. Hold on, baby.
There's a lot of y'all. Make sure you say my name loud and shit. I just scream that shit. Make sure you scream. Iquan Kelly, okay? No, I'm good. I say my name myself. Make sure you say my name. Get out my face.
Jalen Hall. Elia Henderson. Renisha Herbert. Mari Carmen Hernandez. Ayler Hernandez Pereira. Kilmar Hernandez. Sincere Huck. Trevin Hunter. Desiree Ignacio. Kian Jeter. Zanaya Johnson. Iquan Kelly. Edouard Lainez. Angelo Carlos Lanford. That's my notes, baby. Carlos Latney. Darlene Lazo Reyes. Moisés Lemos. Jancy Lobo. Joshua Lopez. Jerry Lyons. Nyla Marshall. Christian Martinez Avila. Ernest McCain. Connor Alexander McKee. Kobe Ravel McMillan. Jume Mejia Cruz. Jacqueline Melendez. Clarissa Jamilet Marino. Daquan Miller. Kendall Miller. Karan Mungo. Michaela Neal. Angelo Nava Hernandez. David Negash. Michelle Norbisi. Joseph Okoji. Ornella Ngata. Emerson Orellana. Derek Ortega. Joanna Ortiz Gonzalez. Xiomara Salazar. Kalia Payne. Emmanuel Palmer. Javier Peña. Edelmira Perez. Nehemiah Phillips. Chester Plummer. Trayvon Ray. Alex Quinteros. Jasmine Prather. Jamal Porter. Tamia Pollard. Amani Rivers. No, I can't remember your last name. Give me a second. Oh, no. 1 second. 1 second. Yes, exactly. I gotta remember Robinson. Call Robinson Raynor. Give me a second. Hold on. Jakir Robinson. John Anthony Reyes. Monet Raynor. Julissa Reyes. Kevin Rodriguez. Emerson Romero. Cindy Saquiche Cardona. Maylene Romero Lopez. Jaleel Kyrie Rush. Sierra Cisse. Yusuf Simpson II. Kalia Swangin. Erasmus Taki. Takenya Tolliver. Tonio Townsend. Tyrone Tripline. Janae Tucker. Alamami Toure. Dixon Argueta. Jimmy Urquia Melendez. DeMarco Walker. Maya Ghost Ward. Antonio Wilkins. Jasha Williams. Ronald Willis. Maria Milagro Zelaya. Jaquel Green. Karen Flores Reyes. Stephanie Reyes.
All right, graduates, we ask that you return back to your seats. And I would like to invite Dr. Louis Farabee. So again, I am joined by Dr. Louis Farabee, Chancellor for DC Public Schools. And now, by the power invested in me by the Mayor of the District of Columbia, Mayor Muriel Bowser, and by the Chancellor of the District of Columbia Public Schools, Dr. Louis Farabee, I hereby certify that the 147 members of the class of 2022 have completed the requirements for graduation from Theodore Roosevelt High School.
On behalf of Mayor Bowser, I, as Chancellor for the District of Columbia Public Schools, with great excitement, accept the class of 2022 from Roosevelt Senior High School. Congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, I now present to you the class of 2022 from Theodore Roosevelt High School. As we close out our celebration, I would like to invite resident principal Dr. Cox to close us out of our celebration today. Dr. Cox.
And I'm going to be quick so we can finish our celebration. Extraordinary is indeed a true reflection of Roosevelt High's class of 2022. 100% of you said you'd like to attend a 2-year or 4-year college and have been admitted. Additionally, we also are excited to celebrate those of you that are beginning your career immediately after high school. What an accomplishment for the extraordinary class of 2022. Through dedication and hard work has guided you, each of you, this far. As you embark on your future endeavors, let me offer these words I would like for you to carry with you throughout life. Good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better is best. Have a good one. Congratulations.